is Speech 311, which is interpersonal communication.
This class is very beneficial.
I'm kind of a bad communicator with my friends, so this helps me in a way to communicate better.
I have students who tell me daily that because of this class, they apply what they get from this class, in their life.
I volunteer for HIV/AIDS prevention group, and I kind of use a lot of things that we learned about interpersonal communications to teach the different people, students that we deal with, how to communicate with others about certain things.
What the class is intended to do is to show us how to be effective communicators from that interpersonal perspective. We meet people, we talk to people, we develop friendships, different cultures, different backgrounds, and we don't really think about it. But when you put it in the context of interpersonal communication and start identifying the parts of the machine that actually make interpersonal communication effective. Research looked at the disproportionate ratio of men to women on college campuses. And women, the population is like 8 to 1. There's no secret that, over the last 10, 15 years, black women have been getting degrees at a higher rate than black men. One of the concerns, though, with the research is that disproportionate number is also, there's a direct correlation to the increase of HIV and AIDS on college campuses. And a lot of the issues, in my opinion, and based just on my understanding and my previous research, is that the culture of the HBCU, and again, this is on HBCU campuses, the culture of the HBCU campus, I think, is a direct correlation to the external environment. So this culture becomes a microcosm of what exists out there. So say, for instance, a freshman girl, and she wants social status on campus. The research suggests that she will seek out the most popular, most senior male on the campus. And because there is a disproportionate ratio, she even knows, knowingly, that he is probably sleeping with more than one person, more than one woman. But the research showed that young men are having sex with both men and women, and having up to 4 partners at a time. And the women are taking their cues from the men. So if he doesn't want to use a condom, she's not going to use it, which again opens it up. Now, of the gender, women are reporting higher cases of HIV and AIDS than the men. And so this study was a focus group of a couple of hundred students, 4 different focus groups. And so I think the average age was 20 years old, HBCU campus, sophomores, juniors. So it was a really good research, very interesting. Totally, I had no idea. But then again, talking to students on campus, with things like the website that existed, the Morgan Confessions Twitter site, if that was any indication of the culture, higher promiscuity already exists. It's just this research kind of just brings it home and identifies the consequences of that behavior. I always had an interest in academia. My goal was to transition into academia. So it wasn't something that, just one day I said, oh, I think I want to teach. I even started out in undergrad as an education major and wound up changing my major to public relations. But there's something about the process of learning, process of watching people evolve, you know, through the learning that really is really gratifying. My PhD I'm doing here at Morgan, and it is in higher education administration, which tells you right there that my goal is to stay in academia. I will transition at some point over to the administrative side. However, if it's possible, I'd still like to have my foot on the faculty side and still be able to teach a class or two, because I really do enjoy that engagement. This is a class that you know, I think everyone needs it, not just communication majors, but I think, you know, just everyday people would benefit from a class on interpersonal communication.